Hello, and thank you for your interest in the LEAD Agency program. My name is Katie Reich, and I'm the Manager of Partnerships at Youth Service America. Throughout this video, I'm going to take you through the LEAD Agency program, as well as highlight a few key components of the 2018 LEAD Agency application. First and foremost, again, thank you so much for your interest in this program. And I hope that after viewing this brief video, you'll go ahead and start and complete an application to join us as the LEAD agency for the upcoming year. So the LEAD agency program is made possible by our friends at State Farm and the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation. Essentially, LEAD agencies are working to engage a large number of youth in youth-led service projects for Global Youth Service Day, which this coming year is going to be April 20th to 22nd of 2018. So as an official organizer of Global Youth Service Day, we are asking that you are really a facilitator in your community, bringing together organizations, schools, and youth to lead a large-scale project. So as I had mentioned, one of the primary goals of this program is to develop those partnerships with others in your community. This is really so that we can work to activate youth ages 5 to 25 to acquire and develop 21st century skills by solving real community problems. Through this partnership, we also want to help you develop your capacities as an organization. And one of the ways that we will be doing this through the LEAD agency program is through a series of webinars and newsletters between October to April. In addition to the webinars and newsletters, we'll also be providing you with different resources and trainings, and also giving you opportunities to do conference calls with both us at YSA and your fellow LEAD agency partners. So some of the other benefits of the LEAD agency program is that we are offering $1,000 grants to all of our LEAD agency organizations. You'll also be automatically enrolled in our Global Youth Service Network, and as a member of the Global Youth Service Network, will be provided with preference for other YSA grant programs in the future. So really, what are we going to ask of our LEAD agencies this year? So again, LEAD agencies are going to serve as the leader of Global Youth Service Day 2018 in your city, your region, or your state. Currently, the LEAD agency program is exclusive to organizations based in the 50 U.S. states and Washington, D.C. So we are not able to accommodate any applications for the LEAD agency program from outside of the United States. With your partner coalition, we're going to ask that you engage at least 500 youth volunteers in meaningful service projects during Global Youth Service Day. Again, that's April 20th to 22nd, 2018. We're also going to ask that you promote your activities through media and social media, encouraging community leaders and public officials to join in. And as we wrap up the LEAD agency program next spring, we're going to ask that you track and you report your impact on the scale, the diversity, the visibility, and the outcomes of your Global Youth Service Day activities. As I had mentioned, community-based organizations located in the U.S. are eligible to apply. We have up to 100 organizations that will receive $1,000 grants. And what's really exciting is that this year, 40 of these grants will be awarded to organizations that specifically focus on engaging youth in underserved communities and youth who are not traditionally asked to serve. So youth that are coming from low-income families, youth that are in Title I schools, youth with disabilities, and youth who are in the juvenile justice system. If you are watching this and you are outside of the United States, that does not mean you cannot participate in Global Youth Service Day. We still encourage you to join our Global Youth Network. However, as I had mentioned, the lead agency program is exclusively for organizations in the U.S. And just before I go through the application, just a reminder, the deadline for the application is Thursday, August 31st at 5 p.m. If you do have any questions at any point in time about the program, please let me know. My contact information, both my email and my phone number, are right here on the application page. So the application itself, one of the things I'm really going to recommend is that you save the form as you're working through the application. You'll see the little checkbox on the top corner. If you check that box, you'll be asked to enter your email and a password so that when you log in, you'll receive your already started application. So just a few of the highlights that we'll go through. I'm not going to go through the entire application. So first off, we want to know a little bit about really your existing youth service or service learning programs. Kind of what have you done in the past? What are you currently working on? Your primary contact information should really be the person that is going to be leading this initiative, who I should be in contact with most of the time. If you're selected as a lead agency and you want to add more people onto the contact list, not a problem. But for the sake of keeping the application relatively simple, we're just asking for contact information for one person at this point. Global Youth Service Day plans. We recognize that plans do evolve as we get closer to GYSD, so just provide us with whatever information that you have currently. We want to know a little bit about how you would use that $1,000 grant budget and thinking about the different areas that you want to strengthen as an organization as we go into Global Youth Service Day. The next component talks about your partner coalition. What is your strategy for engaging and reaching out to partners? Think about how you might involve them in the Global Youth Service Day project. Next section is focusing on the impact on youth. So thinking about how many youth you will engage during Global Youth Service Day. Again, this is for you and your partners. You can do this over one large-scale project, or you can do this over multiple smaller projects as well. Thinking about how you're going to engage youth not traditionally asked to serve. And I also want to point out this one, engaging young people in leadership positions. At YSA, we recognize that youth have agency and they are oftentimes at the helm of changes that are going on in their communities. So we really want to know how you are going to engage young people in leadership positions and how you're going to involve them in your planning for GYSD 2018. A little bit about kind of how you're going to help them develop their 21st century skills. Visibility and marketing, how are you going to organize your communications campaign? And then kind of our last two questions. So at YSA, we're oftentimes receiving different funding from our wonderful partners. So if you are planning on engaging youth in a service project this fall, let us know, because if grant funding does become available, we'd love to kind of give you a heads up on that. And then also, by checking the box below, you're going to commit to joining our Global Partner Network and organizing an event for Global Youth Service Day. As I had mentioned in the beginning, as more funding becomes available, we're going to be offering grants exclusively to members of our Global Partner Network. So by joining the Global Partner Network, you are committing to doing a Global Youth Service Day project, and you're also kind of getting your foot in the door a little bit early about some of our wonderful grant opportunities that we will have available to you. So thank you for joining me in this brief video. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is going to be right on this page for you. Feel free to email me or give me a phone call. And again, I look forward to seeing your application and hopefully to be working with you as a lead agency this fall into the spring. Thank you so much.